Hey guys, Moran Pober here with another Business Daily Show, and the topic for today is the balance sheet. So, I want to go through financials and what they mean. So, basically, what the reports that you're getting each month from your accountant actually means. Let's go through them, trying to help you understand it in a really easy and simple way to understand to someone who don't have the knowledge about it. If you know about financials, feel free to skip this episode, but many business owners that I talk to, they just don't know anything about financials. So I just want to go through things, start with the balance sheet, then move through other statements, and then move to more advanced things like financial ratios and other cool things you could do when you know better about your basic financials. So yeah, today let's start with the balance sheet and let's see how much we can talk about today. Worst case, we'll continue next time. And over the next few episodes, I'll try to give you more information about financials and what assumptions you can do and what actions you could take from knowing more about those things. So, balance sheet. So, every balance sheet, on the left hand of every balance sheet, you'll see the assets that you have right now in the business. Um, and on the right side is basically your liabilities and equity. Now, let's dive into them a little bit. Now, okay, so what are assets? Assets are basically the things and stuff of your business that you own, right? So things like cash, receivables, inventory, also things like property, plant, equipment, all those are in that category. So every business got some assets or basically things that the business own, and all those things are under the assets title in the balance sheet. Now, let's move to the other side of the balance sheet. There, let's start with liabilities, or basically the things that you own to people, right? Or, sorry, owe to people. So things like accounts payable, taxes, maybe money you own to banks, um, maybe notes that you need to pay, all those things that you need to, that you owe to someone, basically. Those are all under liabilities. So to make it really straightforward, balance sheet is basically all about things you own or things you owe. Now, the third thing you want to pay attention to in your balance sheet is your equity or your net assets. Depends. Both are okay. You can call them the same. Depends on which country you get that balance sheet from. So let's say your net assets, right? And those are the things that you own. And I'm talking things like investments made by shareholders, or maybe earnings that the business has earned, or the earnings from whatever period of time that have been retained in the business, right? So equity or net assets are more things that you own, and that's under that equity or net assets title, and that will be in the balance sheet as well. So to quickly summarize, right? On the left hand, usually you'll see the things that you own, which are also known as the assets. The right hand is usually involved of your liabilities, which are things that you owe, and also the equity or net assets, which is also, like I said, it depends where you find the balance sheet. It's either you can call it equity or net assets. Either is okay, and those are things that you own as well. Now, the big thing here is that the left hand always equals the right hand side. They have to balance. Or basically, assets minus liabilities equals your equity or slash your net assets, right? So your assets minus your liabilities basically gives you what you own, which is your net assets or equity. So yeah, balance sheet basically presents a company's financial position at the end of a specific date, right? So some actually describe the balance sheet as a snapshot of a company's financial position at the point of which you produced the balance sheet, right? So it's a snapshot of a specific time and a period of the financial situation of the business. It basically allows you to see what a company owns as well as what it owes to other parties. And it's all as of the date indicated, usually at the top of the balance sheet. The reason that I really like to look at the balance sheet is because you can see some really important financial ratios and statistics that you can then generate from looking at the numbers in the balance sheet. And I'm sure we'll get to those at some point. But yeah, just knowing and looking about the balance sheet won't help you. It's obviously will give you some idea of how the business works, but you want to get to a point where you can actually look at a balance sheet and make an action plan from looking at the balance sheet, which we'll get to in future episodes. So that's all I got for today. My question for you for today is what can you do today to make sure that you understand your business better by understanding the way your balance sheet works in a better way? Just how can you learn more about balance sheet today? Because it's crucial. If you're a business owner, you have to know your numbers and balance sheet. That's one of the main financial reports that you have to understand. So that's all I got for today. Go to moranpober.com/daily if you want to keep getting daily updates on every new show I put out there. And just reach out at moranpober.com if your business is struggling or you just want to sell your business for whatever reason, because I'm looking to buy and I'm more than happy to look at your business and maybe make you an offer. That's all I got for today. Have a great rest of your day and I'll talk to you tomorrow.